Please welcome to the stage United States Senator Dick Durbin.
Good morning, Democrats. What an honor to be with you this morning. Let me first thank Christina Zahorik, who is the leader of this organization, has put the County Chairmen's Association on the map with a lot of hard work and determination. Christina, you did a great job and we honor you today. Let me say a word about a man named Bill Houlihan. He's a county chairman again in Sangamon County, but he's much more than that. He's been the basis, the heart and soul of my staff in downstate Illinois for many years. Now he's retired, but he didn't stop working for the party and he never will. Bill, thank you for all you've done for the Democratic Party of Illinois. Thank you for giving me Tammy Duckworth as the best Senate colleague I could ask for in Washington. When that amazing woman speaks about defense issues or veterans issues, everybody stops talking and listens because she has more credibility in those issues by her life and what she's given to the state and the nation than anyone in the United States Senate. Thank you, Tammy, for the great service you give the state of Illinois. Now let me take a point of personal privilege. 22 years ago, an organization was founded known as IWIL, Illinois Women in Leadership. It was an effort to train 12 women each year to prepare to lead the future Democratic Party. Over the years, about 240 women in our state have gone through this training. It has made a difference, not only in their lives, but in the lives of our state. We point with pride the graduates of the program who continue to serve. 4 current county chairmen in our state were products of the IWIL Training Academy. Juliana Stratton, our Lieutenant Governor and the first African-American woman, a product and graduate of the IWIL Training Academy. Sherry Bustos, another example. And the person who made that possible, I've known her for a long time, Loretta Durbin. Congratulations to the honorees, Tatsi Bailey. You make it sound like I'm your grandfather. We're virtual contemporaries down in the East St. Louis area. Sarah Dorner, when I heard your speech, I understood why you were so effective organizing for the IEA. And Billy Halstead, you're the best. Peoria never had anybody better and never will. Let me acknowledge, I know they're here, Lauren Underwood. Lauren, stand up wherever you are. Round of applause for Congresswoman Lauren Underwood. And our 2 new members of the congressional delegation who deserve special recognition. First is Eric Sorensen. Eric was elected to succeed Sherry Bustos. Eric, glad you're here today. I said to Eric, what is the key to your victory after his primary? And he said, meteorology. I said, what are you talking about? He was a weatherman in Rockford and in Quad Cities, and it helped him win the election. Congratulations, Eric. Now let's get you reelected. It took 27 years I've been waiting for a Democrat congressperson here in the city of Springfield. I left to go to the Senate, and we had Republicans until Nikki Budzinski came along. Nikki, you're terrific. She's a terrific congresswoman. Thank you, Nikki. Let me say a few words, and I don't want to take long because we're waiting to hear our keynote speaker, Catherine Cortez Masto. But I want to tell you there is a difference between these political parties that is so eminently clear. The Republican Party today is not the party of Abraham Lincoln any longer. It is not the Republican Party which we knew just a few years ago, even in our own state, with governors like Jim Edgar. It is a different party. Sadly, at the national level, it is a party of fear and hate. And unfortunately, those emotions move a lot of voters. You know them. Some of them live in your neighborhood. They may live next door to you. They may be part of your family. But that has been the message of Donald Trump that has captured this Republican Party today. I look at what they've done and I say to myself, dividing America, dividing our states, dividing our counties and our school boards and the rest is not the key to bringing America together. I'm from downstate Illinois. My father was born in southern Illinois in Hamilton County. I grew up in East St. Louis, Illinois. And after law school, hey, St. Louis, hometown. And after law school, came here to Springfield, where Loretta and I have made our home since 1969. I've been honored to serve as the United States Senator for this state. I say with pride right here in Springfield that I'm proud to represent the city of Chicago, Cook County, and the entire state of Illinois. And I tell my friends downstate, I make the same speech in Chicago. I'm proud to be a downstater. We've got to honor those politicians that unite our state and bring us together. I want to thank Governor Pritzker, Juliana Stratton, and our elected officials for doing that. I want to give a special mention this morning to Susanna Mendoza. Susanna, you're in the audience, I understand. There she is. Thank you for joining us. Susanna, our thoughts and prayers are with you now with your family and your mother's situation. We wish you the best in that. I also want to say a word about Alexi Janulius. Alexi, where are you sitting? Are you still here? I hope you are. Alexi has shown great leadership, following in the footsteps of one of our legendary leaders, Jesse White. Alexi Janulius has stepped up, and the initiative which he has shown when it comes to the banning of books is now setting a national example. I want to thank him for that. Mike Frericks, you produced a lot of great things in your life, but those two baby boys of yours, Theo and Max, are the best. Congratulations to our treasurer, Mike Frericks. And Kwame Raoul, what a great job he's done as our Attorney General. He deserves a round of applause. Kwame, thank you. There are still things we need to do on a national level, and I'm sorry that we can't do them all. One of those is to address an issue which is very personal in our state, and it's the issue of gun violence. On the 4th of July, a little over a year ago, a man who never should have owned a gun went to the roof of a business in Highland Park and in 60 seconds, fired off 83 rounds into the crowd. That military assault weapon he used killed 7 people and injured dozens of others. One poor little 8-year-old boy will be paralyzed for life because of that. That man who turned that gun on that crowd had no business owning any kind of a gun. He was certainly not trained and certainly not ready emotionally for that experience. I want to thank Governor Pritzker, but I also want to thank our legislative leaders, Chris Welch and Don Harmon, for passing an assault weapon ban in the state of Illinois. Those weapons belong in the hands of the military, not in the hands of people who are not trained and ready. I also want to make it clear that we have an issue of freedom when it comes to women in this country. I didn't realize what it would mean when we have a decision like the Dobbs decision, which reverses 50 years of a constitutionally guaranteed right. Look at the reaction across America, and even in red states. States like Ohio and Kansas and Kentucky. States like those came together and spoke out decisively in referenda in their states that they believe in a woman's right to choose, and I do too, and our party is dedicated to that. We believe in Washington and the United States Senate and the House of Representatives that the future of America is in investing in good-paying union jobs and innovation, investing in America. The Republicans believe in investigation, and these investigations are not going to create jobs. They're just going to create dissent and division across this country. It'll make a difference if we stand up for investing in jobs and our future. The last point I want to make to you is it's topical, and I know it's controversial, but I want to address it. We're all aware of the indictments and accusations that have been made against the former President Donald Trump. Let me make one thing clear. Everyone indicted or accused in America is entitled to a presumption of innocence and every right under the Due Process Clause of our Constitution. But having said that, the charges against Donald Trump are not just another political wrinkle in the campaign. The charges against Donald Trump are the most serious charges ever made against a public official in America. The notion that he would reverse the results of a democratic election in the choice of President of the United States gets to the heart of who we are as a nation. The January 6th mob insurrection on the Capitol is something I personally witnessed. I was taken off the Senate floor, hurried off the Senate floor as the mob was crashing through the doors. At the end of the day, 4 people died and 150 members of law enforcement were seriously injured. These are serious charges and should not be taken as just another political wrinkle. We should leave it to the courts and leave it in their hands to come to the right conclusion, and say to anyone of either political party who tries to influence those courts, not in America, not in America.